Hello everyone. It's been quite a while since the last time I recorded my tank, and I have had quite a lot of changes. I've tried my best to make multiple videos on this, but it wasn't necessarily the easiest thing for me to do. I have lost pretty much, not lost, but I have changed pretty much 100% of my tank since the last time I posted a video on this page. I had, I believe I still had my 220 at that point, and unfortunately, I did have an accident which cost the life of a lot of fish, and I tried my best to save them. I had them in bins for a while. Unfortunately, I did not end up making the best decision with some of those fish, and it did cost some of them. But I have since then kind of just stopped doing Central Americans for quite some time, and I kind of went back to an African cichlid tank. The majority of an African cichlid tank anyway, as you can see from what's behind me. And I did say quite some time ago that I would not do parrotfish again. And kind of a clarification very quickly is this right here and this right here. They are not parrotfish, they are red mammons, which is probably worse for the tank. But considering the fact that I have a ton of haps in here as well, and I did recently add this little group of rainbows above me as well. I have now Goiter River rainbows in this tank, which this is the first species of rainbow fish that I have ever kept. So pretty interesting for me to do in this tank. I have a few oddball things in here, as you can see, and a few normal things as well. I have some little Mbuna that are swimming around this tank, some albino obies, the blue guy that swam in that direction was something that I bred a few generations into. He carries an albino gene, and if I breed him to an obie, he can produce albino obies. However, he has not bred with these girls in quite some time. I also have little albino yellow lab male here and female normal here. I have some normal blue dolphins here, most of which should be female in this tank. And right where the mammon is now covering up, this right here, there are two others in the tank. There is this guy right here as well. And there is tiny female is somewhere in here. There are three short body dolphins in here as well, which I kind of got lucky enough with these guys. Quite a while back, my job had the chance to buy some pretty much one-of-a-kind fish, and from what I was told, unfortunately, the person that did breed these guys ended up losing his batch, and I pretty much have three from that batch, and I am hoping that I can get some babies, grow some out. These guys are, I believe, 4 years old now, maybe 3.5, something like that. So they are of breeding age. I have been trying for quite some time. It's not necessarily an easy thing for me to do. I do have quite some space behind me. This is 150 gallons. I have some different things in here. I do have to replant this right here. I had it put in this this lace rock over here. I had it tucked into one of the holes over here, but I do believe one of the fish pulled it out, so I am going to try to attach some fishing line to it and kind of hold it down and let it attach on its own after quite some time. I'll pull the line off, see how it works. I have some Anubis, I forget the species behind me. I have some wow, I forget the name. Tiger lotus. I have this beautiful plant that's starting to sprout out some floating, I forget what the floating bits are called. I'm terrible with plants. I have another tiger lotus on this end over here. If I could point in the right direction. I am very sorry. Just over there. Another tiger lotus. There is a water lily as well over here, although the water lily is not growing for me, and I have another bulb behind me. On and off, both of these do shoot out some things. This right here is my oldest guy, which hopefully you guys remember him. Now about 8 years old. This is Relicanth, my albino common pleco. He has been with me for longer than any fish that I currently have at this point. Proud to say my oldest fish. He is living with my second oldest fish, which is this blue guy here, the one that carries the albino gene. I have a fire eel in this tank who has grown about 2 inches since I got him. And in this corner here, I have a little harlequin shark that is not easy for me to point to. Very good algae eater and not an easy one to come by. I was lucky to have been told that someone I knew had another shark that they were trying to rehome. Sorry about that. My video did kind of cut out for just a moment, but I really do like the shark. He is a very good cleaner. I did have a big mess on this side of the tank just a few short days ago. I had a section of this cut off. I let this entire third of the tank build up with an extreme bit of algae. I was trying to breed something here, a pair of the dolphins, but I figured with the amount of algae on there, it was time to give that pair a break. Which, given the amount of fish in this tank that I currently have, was probably a good idea for me to give them some rest anyways. I do have one other fish in here. Also, this is my short female dolphin right here. I do have one other fish in here who is a little hard for me to find sometimes. He blends in very well with the substrate. Here he is, right here. This little white platinum Denison barb. He was one of 2 that I had. Unfortunately, I did lose the larger one just a few short days ago. Well, more like a week or 2 ago, unfortunately. No idea as far as what happened to them. But this littler guy, he is doing very well. He eats. Everyone eats just fine in this tank. It's pretty much a bit of an oddball section, and I am aware of that. But it does seem to work very well with this entire setup as far as right now goes anyways. I am constantly adding and taking from this tank. I am hoping to eventually pull these Mbuna back out, and I am going to try to put them back upstairs eventually in my 119. Um, if that does not end up happening, I am also trying to just set up another tank that I can possibly just throw these guys in as well. That or move a pair of dolphins out and try those guys in a smaller tank. Um, Also, I do apologize as far as like my voice right now. I do have allergies and I have a bit of a congestion issue right now. So, yeah, I kind of just really wanted to show you guys that I have still been here. I have still been doing things with this tank, with my tanks. I have still been recording a ton of videos, including pretty much everything that I have been doing with this since I got the 150. Since I rehomed all the other fish that I did end up left with. And unfortunately, not a lot really did make it to the 150 in the end. I've rehomed very few fish. Whatever did make it in here, I did end up just rehoming as well outside of my pleco. I decided that I've had him for far too long and he probably will never get a better home than mine unless I find someone with a bigger tank than mine, which at that point I've already had him for quite some time. I personally have had him for about 7 years now. But he was definitely around 2 or 3 when I first got him. But yeah, I do plan on trying my best to add some of those videos that I did record when I first redid this tank, pretty much from start to end. It may be a few separate videos. It may end up being one very long collective video. If you guys have any suggestions on if I should make one large video or several shorter videos, either or in between, I probably have maybe an hour or longer worth of a video from start to finish with all the collective clips to show. So if you guys do want to see everything that I have done with this tank pretty much since I set everything up, just let me know. Otherwise, I will probably end up making a few smaller clips, but yeah, this is it for now. I do hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I do plan on coming back. Maybe next time I can try to get my 119, although that one is a little bit harder for me to get unless I stay up late, given I have a full house. So if you hear any ambient noise that sounds like a child, my daughter is upstairs running around, and yeah. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you all hopefully the next time. Goodbye.